Hello, my name is Colin. In this video, we will be discussing the relationship between standards and objectives for high school social studies in Arizona. We will also be discussing how to convert standards into learning objectives. To start, we should first understand what standards and objectives are. According to the Arizona Department of Education, standards are an outline of what all students need to know, understand, and be able to do by the end of high school. These standards are based on the principles that social studies prepares the nation's youth for college, career, and civic life. Inquiry is at the heart of social studies. Social studies involves interdisciplinary application and welcomes integration with other content areas. Social studies are composed of deep and enduring understandings, concepts, and skills. And finally, social studies should have direct and explicit connections to the ELA standards. In Arizona, the history and social science standards are directed in a coherent progression across grades K through 12, aligned with college and workforce expectations, focused on rigorous content and applications of knowledge through higher level thinking, research-based and evidence-based, broad in nature, allowing for the widest possible range of student learning, and finally, they are also designed as an integrated approach to content while still maintaining disciplinary integrity. In Arizona, the standards for social studies are based on 5 content areas. These are skills and processes, civics, economics, geography, and history. And each of these hosts a number of substandards as well. All right, and now let's discuss what objectives are. Objectives are statements of intended learning outcomes of the instruction. There are 2 types of objectives. These are behavioral and descriptive. All right, and then now that we know standards and objectives, the question is, how do we transform standards into objectives? This transformation is how we will turn ideals into actions. And one way to turn standards into objectives is to use Benjamin Bloom's taxonomy. This can be viewed as a 6-tiered pyramid ascending to a higher order of thinking. The first tier is remembering. How can you apply the standards to what students need to remember? The next is understanding. How can you ensure that students understand the content? Next is applying. How can students apply the content provided by the standards? Fourth is analyzing. How can students analyze the content required by the standards? Fifth is evaluating. How can students evaluate the content? And the final tier is creating. How can students use the knowledge creatively? Thank you. I hope that this video helps you understand how to apply standards to objectives and the difference